Good afternoon. It's another episode of, as I've called it, the Desktop Confessional. Lunchtime again. And, as usual, or actually not as usual, I had my morning babysitting and then my eighth grade nutrition babysitting. And in between that, we had a fire drill. The good news is this time with the fire drill, unlike last semester, fire drill went over the speakers instead of the actual fire, alarm itself. And so students did not go underneath their tables like it was an earthquake drill. So we were okay. Everyone knew it was a fire drill. We all got out. Everything was fine. I keep standing outside, in front of my bike, and the sixth graders are finally realizing that Miss M rides a motorcycle. You think that they would see my helmet and my gear, which is pretty much a pile of this because I don't have a place to hang any of this, so I just kind of throw it on top of the laser printer. It's what I can do. And, and so it was really cool, it looks like a lot of the policies that the teachers are putting in place are paying off. We have pretty good kids. We don't have rowdiness in the hallways. Students know exactly what the expectations are. Most of them are. And we haven't really had too many ridiculous, discipline issues that I remember from last year, which, I hope that those eighth graders that moved on don't set their new schools on fire. Let's just hope they don't. So anyway, that was really nice. And today was a little bit better in the sense of I don't feel as demolished as I was yesterday. I think a lot of it had to be attributed to that I am deciding to fight with emails. Let me explain a little bit here. So apparently, and I'm not calling it an accusation or anything like that, but there's an implication that I am not focused in my job, which makes absolutely no sense considering all of the things that you see that I do and the things that I post. And I have a task list that's 7 miles long that's continually growing. And then also you have to throw in all of the additional, emergency things that I have to attend to. For example, right before, my lunch was delayed because I had to go into the operations manager's desk. And I got the report that a keyboard finally failed, and she was able to acquire a Bluetooth one, but the Bluetooth one wasn't connecting. And of course, through a little bit of interrogation and realizing a bunch of things, realizing that the keyboard's batteries were dead. Yeah, this is what I get paid to do. So anyway, keyboard batteries were replaced, and we're good. So now I get to finally take my lunch and then continue to, try to talk about what goes on in this place and why. So that was nice. But the biggest thing is, even though I have to write all of these emails and have to convince people, hey, this, and this, these are the days that I'm grateful that I have a degree in English, because I have to go in and I have to word and write everything and sound intelligent and go, this is exactly what you're doing wrong, but I have to do it without calling everyone an asshole. Because you don't do that professionally, even though you think about it in your head, but you can't, and then that's kind of what it is. But there's also something that has to do with timing. And one of the things that I'm seeing, and it's a really big problem for me, is that the more I watch the administration here do their thing and go by protocols and whatever they're trying to, manage their staff and whatever like that, the more that I go, I will never in this earth ever become an administrator in a school. There's just so many things that you kind of look at and go, okay, stop trying to put some sort of authority over me when you don't even know half the stuff that I do. Case in point. And this is also one of the reasons why I cannot be happy here all the time. There's pockets of triumph, that whole thing about your freaking batteries in your Bluetooth keyboard weren't there, and I solved the problem in 5 seconds. And then as soon as I did, I turned to my operations manager and said, I am taking my lunch. And she goes, okay, you go do that. And I went, okay, fine. But I will make a case in point in this. There are these team building things that we have to do at the beginning of any professional development that we have on Wednesday. And it's called, how did you soar? So Back when, last year we had the theme in ACRMA 4, the name of my school, and it was very Star Wars themed, and it's the Force is with you, and all of these things. So we've changed it to now flying and soaring and doing great things and all that. So we have this kind of like activity where we take these cards and we have to write on these cards how to compliment someone who soared this week. And so like who did extremely well and stuff like that. And there's a SOAR award. It's a really nice little like statue thing that they give us. And I was, thanks to one of my colleagues who, has been a rock of support for me and has helped me, just get through the absolute bullshit that I have to deal with administration and the just lack of knowledge and failure to understand the scope and the impact of what I do here. She passed the award on to me because she received it the week before for her efforts as being the senior teacher of the school. And so she gave me the award that, that privileges include a special parking space, which I find very funny because knowing that I ride Eleanor, my FJR 1300 into school, and it has its own special parking space. I park it in a little slot in the corner so that all the cars have their space. But I figure I'm just going to take advantage of it because I have to drive my car in tomorrow because hockey, and I'm going to go meet a bunch of friends for dinner. So I'm like, sure, I guess I'm going to use the special space so I don't have to come here but early to wrestle for one, which, I come in early anyway just so that I can collect the overtime. I come in 30 minutes early and I leave 30 minutes after school ends, so I actually get like 1 hour of overtime, which, to be honest with you, what I get in 1 hour of overtime should actually be my normal pay, to be honest. But anyway, so back to that award. So I get this award. And, if things didn't really change in terms of like the way that I was approaching my emails and stuff like that today, I probably would be approaching this desktop confessional with a bit of an angrier attitude. But now I'm really not as pissed as I am normally. And mainly it's because I've realized that, what, I can fight this with my talents and my ability to write emails. So anyway, this is the award. It's kind of cute. It's supposed to be the SOAR Award, so this is supposed to be some abstract wing or some shit. I don't even know what this is, but it's kind of cute and things like that. But this is not what I'm really referring to in terms of, the award is cute. I get a parking space out of it. It's nice. I get to jazz it up for a week, and then I have to pass it on to another teacher. Apparently I can't give this to support staff. I have to like give it to a teacher. So I go, okay, fine, sure. So, but here's the thing. Why did I get this award? Well, earlier this week, I helped with, well, at least I have been the spearhead for the deployment of 455 Chromebooks in this school. These 455 Chromebooks are vital to the online learning that we do at this school. So, of course, everything had to be spot on. It took me over the course of 2 months to get everything ready for Monday and Tuesday, like this culmination of everything. So yeah, I'm there, I'm frustrated, I'm going, no one's recognizing this, no one's recognizing this, and then I get this award, and I go, wow, that is really cool. Like I got that. That's really awesome, And I was already having a shitty day, in general because of other things that were going on at school. And I'm thinking, it's gonna be great, It's like, okay, I got this award, great. So we go through professional development, and after the first section of professional development, I'm not required to be there anymore. So I'm like, okay, fine, sure, I'm going to go back to work in my office. So I pack my things. I moved from the classroom that we're in to back to my office. And as soon as I open my laptop again, there's an email waiting for me. And this email comes from my brand new assistant principal, who happens to be my success coach. I can't even. These words are like this, whatever. Anyway, so my success coach decides to email me, and this email contains basically a list of, I'm at lunch, sorry, I'll talk to you later. Anyway, this email contains a list of everything that went wrong during Chromebook Day. I'm not shitting you. Like, everything. It's like, well, some teachers were lost and some didn't know where to find this and something here, and we had to send in support staff. It's like to help, and like, isn't that what you're supposed to do? I mean, I'm sorry, rookie, but we've been doing Chromebook check-ins long before I even showed up to this place. I think we had this under control. So yes, the most demoralizing email that arrives less than 10 minutes after I received my damn award, regarding the same thing that I got the award for. Are you kidding me? Seriously, like, you know, what a way to demonstrate that I can soar. Yeah, you just clipped my fucking wings. Like, how do you do that? So yeah, I'm distraught. I'm sitting at my desk. I'm tearing up. I'm angry. I forward this email, you know, and a little bit of a commentary response to the person who gave me this SOAR award. And I'm feeling in my head, you know, and I'm thinking, you know, I'm just like writing this out, and I'm just going to read what I basically said to my colleague, because it kind of came to a point for me that, you know, you wonder what these people are asking for. You wonder if they even know what they are asking for, because there's a part of me that thinks they don't. And I like it just, you know, I don't know how you even like manage to do stuff like that. So with that being said, I'm going to read this email because, you know, it's about the SOAR award. So it says this: thanks for the SOAR award. It was a nice change of pace from the dark hole I usually hide in. Not too long after I returned to my office, I received this lovely email from my coach about my shortcomings yesterday, after I sat in a meeting that went way too long, that discussed even more of my shortcomings. Didn't take my lunch until after 2 p.m. and was told by this person himself that Chromebook check-in protocol was discussed during professional development. And then people were left drowning once again, and it's my fault. I have to respond to this email, but I'm way too angry and frustrated to even touch it right now. However, I'll have to say something because they'll get annoyed when I don't answer back. I could use some help with this part, which, by the way, they did help me out. I closed it with, what a way to end a day. It's hard to enjoy any achievement, regardless of the size, when you're reminded that you don't even deserve it. They got what they wanted, and I have to come back tomorrow to survive through all this all over again. I actually wrote that yesterday. You know, and to feel that horrible after receiving an achievement. I mean, it's one of those things that kind of, it's the corners, it's like kind of, it's like just another nail in an otherwise already very nailed coffin. And it's one that it's completely unacceptable. And there's nothing I can do because admin controls everything. You know, and I'm going to continue to say this. If you are admin, if you decide to become an administrator in a school, I hope to God you never become an asshole. I hope that you take the time to understand what we support staff do behind the scenes to cover your ass. I hope that happens. You know, there was some talk. It was really cute because they wanted to say, you know, as IT, you're kind of a quasi-administrator. Aren't administrators supposed to respect other administrators here? There's a part of me in my own, you know, digressions in my head, wondering if, you know, these are just a bunch of like buzzwords they're saying and they're just blowing it out of their ass, or there's some actual goal in terms of what they want to do with me. But regardless of that, I'm taking matters into my own hands. I am writing my emails. I am defending what I have to defend. I am not going to continue to respond to just the otherwise just berating that I continue to get. It's completely unacceptable. It's not going to happen for as long as I can help it. And, you know, and even just to add to that, the emails that I was able to send out were able to also convince someone who would never believe me I'm talking about my operations manager again. Keep telling her, dude, you have the fastest MacBook Air in the school. Why do you want to swap it out for the one that just came back? And finally, I got the decision. I think she decided to be nice after I fixed the Bluetooth keyboard. And now I don't have to do ridiculous data transfers. I can finally take care of what I need to take care of. Why does it have to take so long? I don't know. But it does take forever. Actually, this rant isn't as angry as I thought it was going to be. It is still frustrating. And it is frustrating when I have to get to a point where I have this, metal thing, abstract, weirdo. I don't even know what this is. I might do something funny with it. And it sits here, and I wonder what it stands for. And I know that the person who gave it to me means well. But to have it typically deflated by none other than administration is the part that really just grinds my gears. Yeah, don't become an administrator if you want to be an asshole. Not worth it. On that bright note, my lunch ends in 2 minutes, so I'm going to check out for now. Any comments, questions, anything that you have, feel free to put it in comments. I will answer back. I appreciate everyone who watches in on my crazy ass circus that I call work, that I have to rant about, otherwise I'm going to lose my marbles. And if you have nothing to do on Friday and you're in El Segundo, come to Toyota Sports Center and watch the Dark Side Lady Kings, the Black Lady Kings, play the Blue Monsters, the Blue Lady Kings. Anyway, besides the point, until tomorrow or another day, I will talk to you all soon.